Hey there, it's Brian Sebastian. Movie reviews and more. WomenOnTV.tv, iTube 247 out of Franklin, Tennessee, the Worldwide TV Network, and iHeartRadio, and everything around the world. So here we are. So this is going to be interesting. I love that as we're growing more and more, we become more and more global. We get more of these people I would have never have seen in my entire life, and then they become friends. So all the way from Portugal, let's see, what is it, 7 o'clock evening and time. See, Danielle, I'm paying attention to your time now. I always ask, what time is it in Portugal? What time is it in Cyprus? What time is it in Greece? So it's all about this. Danielle, tell us who you are, where you're coming from.
Hi, everyone. This is Danielle Martins. I am a branding strategist, also branding manager at hasmarkpublishing.com. And today we have a very special guest, one of our authors, Kathleen Cameron. And she is a remarkable woman. She helps entrepreneurs to manifest their dream lives without that hustle and grinding in work, manifest things at easy. And she is known as the manifestation queen, right? Please, Kathleen, present yourself, because nobody better than you to tell all of the amazing accomplishments you were able to manifest those past years.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Danielle. I have to say your accent is so beautiful. It's so unique. I don't think I've ever heard that accent before. So beautiful. Yes. Thanks so much for having me. Kathleen Cameron, I am actually just outside of Toronto, Canada. So total other end of the world here. So blessed that we can do this via Zoom and YouTube and all the new things. I am a mindset and manifestation coach. So I started my business doing this 18 months ago after studying with my mentor and now friend, Mr. Bob Proctor. Everything that he taught me, I have applied to my life, and it has just completely leaped forward. And now for me, it's just about taking everything that I've learned and helping other people to do the exact same thing.
Wow.
Kathleen, talk about what makes your company unique and why. And you said you started this 18 months ago. That's not easy to do, but all of a sudden it blossomed and ballooned, didn't it?
Yeah. So when I first launched my business, I was a single coach. And so I had a desire to, maybe help 50 to 100 people in a calendar year to achieve success. But quickly, once I started to get my kind of feet off the ground and I was applying what I was learning, things started to happen really fast. And then I had this idea, well, I don't want to be the only coach. I would love to have other coaches that are helping other people and it just expand. So 18 months later, we're almost at the $10 million mark in revenue in 18 months. My goal is for us to be the number one global success network in the world. So helping all people in all places to create success, whatever that means to them, which is really powerful. Mm-hmm. And now I have, I don't even know, over 100 coaches all over the world. And we're just growing and growing, creating momentum. And, technically we're still a startup. I think the next 5 years are going to be pretty powerful.
Wow.
Well, let me ask you this. Let's go back to 2017, 2018. You had no idea this was going to happen, did you? Or did you start to manifest it and visualize it then?
No, I actually, I'm a registered nurse by background. So I spent 15 years in healthcare. I have 2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree in nursing. And so up until 2019, I worked my way up in healthcare administration. I was a director for a provincial health authority. And I had gotten the little bit of a bug, the entrepreneurial bug by starting a side business. I got into network marketing and I saw these women that were achieving success, that were making similar amounts of money than me. And they were doing it from home. They seemed to be having a great time. And I was like, oh, I want to do that. So I got into network marketing. I built it up to the same, just a little bit less than what I was making in healthcare. And I got to be home with my daughters, walk them to and from the bus every day. It was beautiful, but it started to go backwards. And I understand now what was happening was that I was starting to worry. I was worrying it wasn't going to grow. I didn't have a backup plan. The salary, the pension, the benefits were gone. So that started to get to me. And in walked what I call this material, this learning, this way of thinking. And I enrolled in a program end of August, started it in September. And by November, my network marketing business was completely doubled and then tripled. And then I launched my business the following January. So when I say that it's been under 2 years that I've been studying and really going inside and applying principles like the universal laws, law of attraction, most common that people know about, things have shifted very, very fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about this. It's fascinating because network marketing has grown in a different way. I remember selling purified water back in the early 90s. And I didn't see I saw bottled water coming in, but it was one of those things you wouldn't see where it is today. And that was network marketing. You had to build it up. It's completely different. Talk about what it was like during the day before 2017 to where you have it now. There's a difference, isn't there?
Totally. Yeah, network marketing is very, very different. And some of the companies that are actually achieving the most success right now are the ones that are strictly online based, social retail. So using the idea of networking online to, build a business, but then also help people to then build their own business. So, you saw during COVID, people having to come and work home and not being able to work at their traditional 9 to 5. And so they started in these network marketing businesses. And what I'm really seeing is this huge influx on platforms like TikTok. There's all kinds of that going on there. And some of the people that I used to work with, because I'm not in network marketing anymore, of course, but those that I did work with, last year, early, they've really blown up, on TikTok. And it's really fun to watch because you literally can build a very successful business from your phone. You're not even from your computer, from your phone.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you put on TikTok? What is your TikTok like? Because I see another persona in you just looking at you, beautiful face and everything. You've got this sexy look to you. You can't hide from me. I know what you're doing. What is your TikTok, and talk about your book that you have out too also.
Yeah, my TikTok honestly is, my Instagram and my Facebook are a little more curated. We have scheduled posts and things, but my TikToks where I actually show a little bit more of my personality. I get some of my TikToks taken down because I'm really honest about what I've done. I've gone from $3,000 a month income to 10 million in 18 months. It's hard to believe.
Did you say 10 million in 18 months?
Yeah. I've built we're going to be celebrating by the end of this month. We're going to be celebrating 8 figures in my business in the past 18 months. It's really, thank you. Yeah, it's been so fun. I haven't been, Danielle's been chatting with me for a while with this book, but I'm always just living in a place of joy and gratitude and love and abundance. And so then I'm attracting more of the same. But TikTok is where I'm a little more fun and I show a little bit more of my personality. And then the book is actually.
Do you have your book there to show to us?
No, I don't.
I want you to go grab your book and give me what's your TikTok while you're grabbing your book? What's your TikTok?
My TikTok is Kathleen Cameron Kathleen Cameron Manifests. Kathleen Cameron Manifests. But let me see where my book is.
So Danielle, have you been on her TikTok?
Not yet, but I'm curious about.
I'm curious about it too. So the fact that she did that, so talk about how she got with Hasmark, why she's getting her book. How did that happen?
Yeah, she had her book written, and she was searching for a publisher to make the marketing and the launch of her book, to take it to the best-selling rankings, So this is how she hired us.
I got the book.
Show your book. Woohoo! See, it's so beautiful. Beautiful.
It's a beautiful story because, Brian, what I wanted to do with the book was people are always asking me how. It's the biggest question, which exactly. The how.
They want to learn.
Yeah. In what I teach, you don't ask the how. The how is not up to us. I always say it's not the how, it's the who. Who do you need to be to accomplish what you want to accomplish, not how. And so people always ask me how. So I just had this idea one day, why don't I take everything that I've done. So when I wrote this, it was about a year. So I said, why don't I take everything that I've done in a year, all the work I did on myself. I'm not telling anybody anything I did outside of me because it was all within me, and just put it into a book, tell a story. So this book is just my story of the very first year of what I think is probably going to be a life full of quantum leaps.
Wow. What do you think is the biggest obstacle for people that prevent people from manifesting whatever they want in life?
Oh, that is such an easy question because it's so obvious now that I'm kind of, I say I'm on the other side. Most people, and this is how I was before, I was so acutely aware of what I didn't like about my life that's what my focus was on. So when I shifted my focus away from, I don't like this, I wish I had that. I don't want this isn't working out, and talking about that. And I started to shift my focus entirely to the type of life that I wanted, the lifestyle I wanted, and put all of my focus over there. It really started to shift. And then, of course, gratitude is one of the most powerful manifestation tools. I have a journal on Amazon called Gratitude for Manifestation. And so that journal allows you to be grateful for all the things in your life right now while you're manifesting an even brighter future.
Awesome.
What are you grateful for today and in this moment? What would you say?
In this moment right now, I'm so grateful that I was able to just make a last minute decision and come down last night. We're actually downtown Toronto now. We're at the Four Seasons. This is what you see behind me. We're at the Four Seasons Toronto. We just made a last minute decision, my husband and I, to go for dinner for our 11th wedding anniversary, which is really interesting, Danielle, because you've read the book and I talk about 111 and 11 in my book. So this is our 11th wedding anniversary. We went for dinner. I had a massage at 9:30 a.m. on a Monday morning. I just went to Dior and custom built a bag. And now here I am talking to you. And this is my everyday life. It's very different from what it used to be. So I'm so, so grateful and so, so blessed.
Well, the Four Seasons in Toronto is a beautiful place. I love the one in Beverly Hills too. So those are my two favorite in the world.
Oh, I'm going to have to check out the one in Beverly Hills, Brian.
Yes.
And when you go there, you can go to his studio.
I would love that. I'm all for that.
Okay. All right. So, okay. I know who's coming now. All right. I'll start putting it into motion. So show me that book again. Talk about, did you know you would ever write a book?
No, not at all. I actually, when I first started learning how to manifest, when I first started to shift my focus to what I wanted, it was this dream place. What if I could have anything I ever wanted? What would I want? And I put best-selling author, just kind of that would be cool one day. Why not put that on? And so the first time, the first manifestation came about in a really interesting way, because you need to be really clear on what it is that you want. I meant my own book, but then a co-author opportunity came up. I hopped on that. It became a bestseller last April. But what I really meant was I wanted, one day to be a bestseller with my own book. And so I just changed it. I actually put international bestseller, and I didn't really know the difference. And then I think, Danielle, this book went international bestseller on the first day that it came out in 6 countries.
Yeah.
So Danielle,
it was amazing.
Talk about this, because I find it fascinating. A lot of the international and bestsellers in different countries. Talk about what it's like to be that international bestseller and that bestseller, and what's the difference for the audience?
It depends on the countries you make the most efforts in marketing. Okay, in her case, the efforts in marketing was to be an international bestseller, and then there are a lot of marketing strategies that are built before the launching of the book. because everything you need to keep going and building, So when the book comes out, people are eager to buy that book. So there is a lot of strategies and actions that are taken, let's suppose, on the background for when the book comes out. Everyone is already thirsty for that book, and everyone wants to buy that book at that day, because and it's fun because when they get this emotional involvement with that launching, when the book comes out, they feel like it's buying that book is like a personal accomplishment, so they get so much involved that when it comes, they need to buy it, they need to read it, and all of the efforts, culminate in the international bestseller or national bestseller, depending on what the author chooses to work with.
Kathleen, where do you go from here? Not only with your book, what do you get out of reading your book, and where do you go with your business, keeping it going forward and up?
Yeah, I think the book for me was a way for people to hopefully read about exactly what were the steps that I took to evaluate myself and evaluate my own thinking. So I talk about all of the different strategies that I've used. Everything that goes on in my head is basically in this book. And I share stories, all my manifestation stories up until January are in here. So it's one full year of some of the funnest stories. So that's, what I really, really want somebody to get from this book is like, okay, I need to do that and I need to do that. The best thing that I have ever received from people, and I love this so much, is a picture of my book completely highlighted and underlined with like notes beside it, because people are studying it. It's not just like something you read on the beach and you put it down. Like, people are literally studying it. And that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a book that you could literally like take tangible things out of it and apply it to your life. What's next for me? Man, I am talking about this all the time now, is where do I go from here? What do we do? And so we are actually doing a live event in September called Becoming the One Live. I don't even think I've told Danielle this. We're going to do Becoming the One Live, and I'm actually going to teach in Las Vegas all about Becoming the One. And then I am creating a new course. I'm creating a program, very, very foundational. That'll be an entry-level program for anybody that wants to get into manifestation. And it will literally be driven by all the lessons I've learned over the last 18 months. And so that program I'm hoping to have out by about January. And it's exactly what I think I've done that's different is, there's a lot of programs out there about peak performance, how to be a more efficient human. But that's not what I'm about. I'm about how to become, spirituality meets peak performance, how to really connect with the spiritual being within and allow that spirit to live in a physical body and have an intellectual mind, and really mold out of the formless substance around you and bring it into the physical. So that's what my new program will be about.
Wow.
Well, let me ask you this. What is your husband and what are your friends, what are they thinking about where you are, where they saw you prior to this? And I want to know some favorite movies that you like to watch when you get a chance to watch, and some music. What are some of your influences?
Yeah, for sure. Everybody in my life is pretty, some are still in disbelief, that's for sure. They're not quite sure what to say or what to think. Those that are really close to me, of course, their lives have changed too. My husband's life, he now works for the company. So he's completely resigned from his corporate job. We've bought in our dream home out in the country on 3 acres. So he's out looking for a watch right now while I'm on here. So his life's totally different. My parents' lives are different. It's having a ripple effect, and it's a beautiful thing. Movies, wow. I've really changed the type of movie that I like and what I watch. I like to watch things that make me feel really good. So there's a couple of movies that I don't really want to watch anymore. So if it has a lot of violence, a lot of negativity, a lot of drama, arguments and conflict, yeah, I don't like it. So I like
I'm on the same page.
I like to watch movies when it's over. I just feel so good. I feel energized. I feel, and even something that kind of pulls at my heartstrings too, something that talks about the meaning of life and that kind of stuff. I love it. I talk about the movie The Matrix in this book. So if that's one of the movies that you like, Brian, you'll see Becoming the One is actually, the title is based on the pivotal moment in the end when Neo realizes or decides that he's the one that was there to save the world or whatever it is, alternate reality. And music is huge in my life. I play music all the time. I had music playing right before I came on here. I love music that makes me feel invincible, that makes me feel unstoppable, that makes me feel really, really connected. So Sia, any song by Sia is always playing for me. And then I also love some really, really beautiful India.Arie. I Am Light is one of my favorites. It just really connects me to source. Yeah, I could probably go on, but love music.
You're allowed to go on. It's okay. Let me ask you this. So what makes you hot? What makes you cool? What makes you sexy? Danielle, you've never heard me say that, but that's one of my things I like to do. What's hot? What's cool? What's sexy? All right, go, Kathleen. What makes you?
What makes me hot, quite honestly, is that I have this burning desire within me for more. And so when people come around my energy, they feel it. And it's very influential. So I would say that that's what makes me hot. What makes me cool? Oh my gosh. I think my TikTok shows a little bit of cool. What I have done is I have taken this material, which is, I'm teaching stuff from Napoleon Hill, from Wallace D. Wattles in the early 1900s, and I'm modernizing it. I'm talking about it in a different way. And so I think that's what makes me cool. And then what makes me sexy? The best thing I ever did was connect to my femininity. I've always grown up as a plus size girl. I always carried extra weight on me. And for years, up until my late 30s, probably around till 36, I wore masculine type of clothes, big boxy shirts. I would hide my body. But the best thing I ever did was when I started to love myself, I started to love my body, and I started to wear clothes that showed it, wear more makeup and get my hair done and be feminine. And so I think that's probably the sexy side, is when I'm truly, truly embracing that feminine energy that's within me.
And that's why I asked you, because it actually comes out. So you have done that.
Okay, good.
It's working.
Good.
So Danielle, I got to ask you the same question, and then I'm going to come back in about 5 minutes left. Danielle, what makes you cool? What makes you sexy?
Okay, hot. Because the English is a little bit confused. Okay, so hot. It's about being passionate, right? I love, feeling progress in my life. Every time everything is appearing to be stabilizing, and not coming everywhere, I start to get crazy. So every time I jump on a new project, every time I feel that I'm growing, that I'm expanding, this is what makes me, on fire. Cool for the chilling part is being with my family. There is nothing that beats that feeling for me. I love being with my family, with my guys, doing just chilling with them, dedicating quality time for them, And sexy is about confidence, because it only at the point that I started to love myself and accept myself as I am, and accepting that I'm not going to please everyone. Not everyone is going to love me, and it's okay, So having confidence, loving myself, it's enough. I am enough, this is enough for me.
I love that.
That's really good. All right, so last things here. So show us your book one more time and give your social media links for everybody so they can go on and check what out and where you're going to be. Go ahead, Kath.
So Becoming the One, this is my book. So it's on Amazon. If you just search Kathleen Cameron or Becoming the One, it'll come up. Instagram is Kathleen Cameron _ for my girls. So those are my two little daughters. And then we said TikTok is Kathleen Cameron Manifests. And then Facebook and YouTube are both just Kathleen Cameron. There's lots of YouTube content and so much more to come. Stay tuned.
And Danielle?
Okay, my website, it will be up soon, daniellemartins.com. Facebook, Danielle Martins Official, Instagram, Danielle Martins Official. You can find me also on LinkedIn, Danielle Martins. I'm everywhere under Danielle Martins. And also you can find me at hasmarkpublishing.com. You know, we have a lot of programs that we can do for help authors and aspiring authors to publish their books.
Oh, Kathleen, last question. So what's your AR in the book? Do you have your AR in your book?
What is that question?
Your AR, automatic
augmented reality. Do you have in your book?
No, I don't think I do. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay, but no problem. This is a service that we offer authors at Hasmark Publishing, you know, in which you can come alive through your book, whatever you want, you know. The ideas and possibilities are, you know, endless. You know, you can jump on the book through the book and send a message to the reader that can be a complementary to the subjects in the book. You can teach more things. You can greeting them. For children's book, they can see the characters coming alive, you know, through the pages.
Wow. Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Awesome.
And see, I'm glad I mentioned that too. That's part of what's hot, what's cool, what's sexy, because they're the only ones in the world that do that.
Oh, I better get going on that, Danielle.
All right, so Danielle and Kathleen, thank you so much for coming on Movie Reviews and More. So see, now I'm going to go on TikTok because I have it on my other phone, and I'm actually going to start to follow you because now I'm curious.
Oh, so fun. Okay, I'll make sure I pump out some good stuff for you, Brian.
So, and with that, and then when are you coming to Las Vegas?
I'm going to be in Las Vegas end of September. I think around September 22nd, 23rd.
All right, so my birthday is the 26th, so we'll see where I am at that point. Do you going to be speaking yet? Where?
Right now, we're talking about the Bellagio. We're just finalizing. So that's where I'd like it to be. So we'll say that.
And the last time you went to Las Vegas was when?
Oh, I haven't been to Las Vegas since 2018.
Oh, okay, so you'll have fun. It's changed. You'll have a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay.
All right, so with that, and as I always say to everybody, if you see someone without a smile, because we have to use Kathleen's in this one, please give them one of yours because the world needs it. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Kathleen. And I'm Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, and we will see you next week.